Good morning, ladies and gents, boys and girls. I apologize I don't have a video for you this morning. I meant to make another one, but my agent called me. I am now Talk Tick famous. So I unfortunately, while talking to all the sponsorship and endorsement stuff like that, I just didn't have time. So I apologize. I'll try to have one for you guys for tomorrow. Um, and I guess to make up for that, um, I saw two bacteria walk into a restaurant last night, and the hostess kind of looked at them and said, "Sorry, we don't serve bacteria." The two bacteria kind of looked at each other and said, "You know what? You should let us in because we're the staff." That's a knee slap. I know you guys missed that. But moving on. Normally we would be doing a lab where you guys would actually grow different bacteria and then actually stain them yourselves. Obviously, we can't do that. I'm not going to have you leave bread or stuff like that out or food out and then have bacteria grow on it and then test it because again that's not going to be quite safe. So we're going to pretend that we did the lab and you're going to see the results and we're going to talk specifically about bacteria color and shape today. Again, some of this should be reviewed from the gram staining virtual lab though. All right, going on. Obviously, if we had a microscope anytime you dropped the food on the floor and you picked it up in 4.99 seconds, there's no bacteria, right? And that's the look that the bacteria would give you. That's not actually true. The 5-second rule is not real. Sorry to burst your bubbles. First bacteria we're going to talk about, again, this is a little bit of review, is Bacillus. That's the rod-shaped bacteria. Again, they can be sometimes singular, they can be connected or in a chain. But again, each individual bacteria or each individual rod is considered to be one bacterium. Um, so if you look at number A or letter A, single bacillus, that's one bacterium. Diplobacilli, that's two. Bacillus bacteria can be both gram positive or gram negative. Again, if it's gram positive, you should see like a dark purple color to it, like on the left there, and it's going to be rod shaped again. If it's gram negative, it's going to be light pink. And quick little question, which is more dangerous to us humans, gram positive or gram negative? Going once, going twice. And the gram negative is more dangerous. We do not want gram negative bacteria. Most gram positive bacteria are not going to be deadly or infectious to you. Most of you, I hope, have seen the movie Mean Girls. I mean, come on now. It's 2020. Everybody should have seen it. You can skip the second one. But yeah. Second shape, again, is coccus. That refers to the sphere shape of the bacteria. Again, they can appear as circles. They can be individual. They can be connected in chain. And sometimes they can be in large clumps together. You're not going to need to really know specifically the shapes. So, like, I'm not going to test you on what a sarcina is. You should know that streptococci is a long chain, because if you think of like strep throat, it's a long chain of bacteria that causes that. Diplococci just means there's two bacteria cells, or two cocci bacteria. Again, can be gram positive or gram negative. Again, if it's dark purple, it's going to be gram positive, and it's going to be relatively harmless to you in most cases. Gram negative is going to be pink. There are also going to be some hybrid spiral-shaped flagella filamentous types. For the most part, again, not going to be tested on this. This is just for you to know. These are the bacteria that we would be growing in class if we were to be doing this lab. We'd be growing K. rosea. You would, after staining and everything, you would find that is gram positive. And so it's going to look purple underneath the microscope. And these are going to be spherical in shape, and they're going to be growing in clusters, in like groups. Anna's sample, so I would give you a sample from Anna Garcia, from her corpse. Actually, it's not from her corpse, it's from when she was still living. She went and visited the doctor because she wasn't feeling very good. and they took a throat swab, and they also took a urine sample from her. And you'll see that soon, maybe later this week, in an autopsy report. Um, but her sample is gram negative, as you can tell by the pink shade or pink color. So it looks red or pink under the microscope when stained, and it is rod shaped. So she's infected by gram negative bacillus bacteria. The next type of bacteria that we would have grown is called K. rhizophilia. It's gram positive. It looks purple again when it's stained, and this is also going to be spherical shaped clusters. And finally, our last one that you would have grown is S. aurantica. It's gram positive. It looks purple underneath the microscope when stained. And again, this also happens to be a coccus shaped bacterium and also grows in clusters. So that is your notes for today. Again, relatively short and easy. Just make sure you know gram negative, gram positive, and the shapes. I know that was on a quiz today. And make sure that you write down in your notebook that Anna's unknown sample is gram negative and that it was a bacillus bacterium. So that is it for the notes.